and we are go for 15 laps of racing in round one here in Porsche Mobil 1 Supercup, and a spin immediately there, contact 3-4 drivers, huge drama in this race.
We are here for the first race of the Supercup Championship. Luckily we are in Imola, which is a special track for us because we are not far from here, our company, so we have a lot of supporters and fans. The track in Imola is very challenging. It's narrow, it's difficult to pass, and if you go out you can have a very bad experience, so it's not easy, especially for the newcomers.
Today was the first session of the Supercup season. Definitely quite exciting for every one of us. Interventions, red flags, full course yellow. You have to adapt your run plan accordingly and to take care of the track limits here. Especially in Imola, a lot of gravel traps is dangerous as well, but I guess the excitement makes it fun.
The first two drivers of the championship last year, Larry 1040, Harry King, went on. But there's always a lot of talent in the Porsche Mobil 1 Supercup. Robert De Haan is the rookie champion, two Porsche Junior drivers. We have Schauber, who's very fast, Flynn Schuring, he just won at the Carrera Cup in Germany. So never underestimate anyone.
My lap felt quite good. Honestly, in the middle sector, I made a small mistake, but it was still enough for P2, I guess. Our team has been improving in the last year and our form is getting better. I think we are really good at using the talents of each person in the team, so I think, yeah, that's the reason.
On the first tire set I was struggling a bit. I was trying to find out where the grip is, and then luckily on the second tire set I managed to bring it all together, which is really important in Imola. And then I managed to do the pole position and I couldn't be happier.
It's a really tough and very, very tight fight here in qualifying. We knew there are going to be a lot of people fighting for pole position. The second important thing is, of course, the start. It's a long way to turn one and it's not completely straight, so there's a danger of incidents happening, but the best position normally there is in front, and I'm sure that Theo will try to stay up front, but I'm sure behind him there will be a lot of position fights. There's a lot of drivers that are not happy with their position.
To the left of screen will be Ardiel Levy. To the right, your pole sitter, Theo Overhaus. And we are go for 15 laps of racing in round one here in Porsche Mobil 1 Supercup for 2025. They are nose to tail down towards Tamburello for the first time this season. And Levy looking to try and get down the outside as they make their way in towards the first corner. It's Overhaus leading Levy out of the first corner, and a spin immediately there. Contact 3-4 drivers going off. Marvin Klein's off. Oh, the two Lechner cars are off and out of the race. Huge drama in this race. Yellow flags are out. Surely we're going to have a safety car to clear this one up. Out front, four drivers have escaped, and leading the way is Theo Overhaus.
We've got about 6 or 7 cars, I think, missing in this race. It's almost certainly going to be a safety car, and the red flags are out.
I think we're going to unpick what happened here. Let's watch for the red livery of Marvin Klein. There it is.
Small amount of contact with Tauscher, actually.
Yeah,
that's Tauscher. De Haan went right to miss the accident, just got clipped. So did Giretti, and they ended up coming together. Whoa, Jana Stiak was lucky to make it through there unscathed. Here we go, onboard Giretti. So we're already checking out. De Haan, so unlucky for De Haan. He just got clipped by Tauscher. And then Giretti here, as soon as he gets in the gravel, nowhere to go.
Oh, mate. We certainly have a lot of drivers that will take no further part in this race. The likes of Borderkamps, Klein, Tauscher, De Haan, Giretti, Vestante, Braschi, Fjordbank, Imperato. So we're getting ready for a rolling start, which will be led by Theo Overhaus and Ardiel Levy, please.
Backing off the safety car is Theo Overhaus. There is a 100-metre board. I imagine we'll stop seeing no weaving. Yes, and we go now. Theo Overhaus has dropped the hammer.
Just like we saw last year, Theo Overhaus gets us underway in this Porsche Mobil 1 Supercup race out of the final corner, and we are green for 2025 in the Porsche Mobil 1 Supercup. Down to Tamburello we go, and it's the German Porsche Junior, Theo Overhaus, leading us down to Tamburello. Kaz Havercourt there in third, looking at the back of his teammate, Ardiel Levy, as they go down to Tamburello. Fourth place is the rookie, Flynn Schuring. Can he get onto the podium? He's in a rookie fight with Janis Stiak, who has benefited hugely from that incident at the start. You can see to the top left, this race will now be 12 laps long, reduced from 15 due to that red flag period. The top three right together, and we're side by side in the background.
Is it Flynn Shearing dropping down the order, or is it, yeah, I think it's one of the Ombra racing cars looking around the outside. We look back from our leader, wide goes Stiak, and through the gravel, that's allowed Masters and Shearing through, and Masters has gone up a couple of positions this lap already, and it's absolutely nose to tail, side by side behind.
Keegan Masters up from P11, now he's gone into P4. The South African driver, he was on the podium at Monaco last year. Can he return to the podium? Janis Stiak, it's been a disaster lap for him. He's dropped to P8, and we're side by side, almost there for second place between Ariel Levy and Kaz Havicourt.
Let's have a look back at the replay. This is how it all started. Oh, Shearing ran wide on the exit at Tamburello. That's what allowed Janis Stiak to get alongside, and that set up all those swappings of positions. We're now on board with Stiak. He's down on the inside, just a bit of oversteer to the middle, and then a bit of a shovel wide from Shearing, and Keegan Masters saw that all unfolding. Through also goes the number 26, yeah, Van Eindhoven, a couple of other drivers as well. And so those experienced drivers seeing how the racing was unfolding, using that racecraft, and now it's Ariel Levy that's feeling the pressure from his teammate of Kaz Havicourt.
What do you do if you're Kaz Havicourt here? Do you work with your teammate, or do you want to take that second place? Mikel Ascona in the bright yellow livery a little bit further back in P8. Kaz Havicourt here appears. He wants to get this move done.
He doesn't hold any punches on circuit. He will go for a move if the space is there, teammate or no teammate. He gets on well with Ariel Levy, but when they're on circuit, there are no mates. Everyone is out there racing for themselves. Looking back through the Variante Alta as Shearing absolutely clobbers the bollard, and his splitter has come off. He's going to be struggling for some front-end downforces, Shearing now. Wide out of the toes, a hairpin is the 32 of Bertinelli, and that's Burton trying to go up the inside into Piratello, which is a fully committed corner. They still go side by side, and dropping off, Burton makes it through. Good move.
Let's pick up another battle. Dylan Yip, who leads Porsche Carrera Cup Swiss. They've been out racing in Germany so far this season, and Aaron Mason running a little bit wide there for Variante Alta, and that will gift a position to Dylan Yip. Gus Burton right on the back. He's almost pushing Seb Freimuth. This could be it. He's got a better run through Tamburello. Should get the switch back out the corner now. And there we go. Unsettled out the corner. And that is going to be Gus Burton going by Seb Freimuth, who got it all wrong, got offline going through Tamburello and was punished for it.
Let's have a look at this again. Burton just setting himself up for a cutback, and Freimuth trying to get on the power early to try not to allow Gus to get through, but in doing so, running off the road. Very happy with that was Gus Burton. He's now up into 11th position. As we see Porto Ruiz running wide on the exit of the Villeneuve chicane, and that'll drop him off the back of the driver ahead, which is Relive.
Teo Overhaus, he's now got a gap of 2.2 seconds. He's really controlled this race. Pole position yesterday, and now controlling out front, Piers.
Controlling the race indeed. He soaked up a bit of pressure after the safety car, but then ever since he felt like the tyres came into their working window, he's pulled away. The gap nearly 2.5 seconds to Ariel Levy and Kaz Havicourt behind, and it's been a dominant performance this weekend, it must be said.
So this the battle further back between Huub van Eindhoven and Flint Shearing. Flint Shearing just has to keep it on the road now and should be able to hold that position. Huub van Eindhoven will probably want to take the points from this. One more braking zone to go. Flint Shearing will be our rookie winner in this race. He's had a really great drive there in P5, but out front he was selected a Porsche Junior this year, Teo Overhaus, and he's proved why in the very first round, from pole position to a first win for Teo Overhaus in the Porsche Mobil 1 Super Cup. He puts Proton Hubert back on the top step.
I think he's happy with that one, Chris. Good day for Proton Hubert taking the win. Good day also for Team GP Elite, second and third. Terrible day for Lechner Racing. Both of their drivers who are hoping for a good result today, they're going to have an uphill battle for the rest of the year.
Your top 10 result confirm: Overhaus, Levy, Havicourt, Masters, Shearing, Van Eindhoven, Ascona, Van Lagen, Stiak, Delegoanti. This is where he had his best result last season, and he's definitely not going to go any better than that. All he can do is try and replicate it pole position and win for the Porsche Junior. He climbs out of the car and he gets his season off to the most perfect start. Theo Oberhaus is our first winner of 2025, a first win for him in the Porsche Mobil 1 Supercup. He puts that team back on the top step of the podium.
At the beginning I struggled a bit, but I think at mid-race we had the pace to definitely build a gap, and I was doing that. It's the best start you can have into the season. There was a great crowd here in Imola and I'm really happy, and I'm already looking forward for the next one in Monaco.
And now the celebrations will start.
Well, join us for round 2. We're off and running in the 2025 season. We'll be back again next weekend for Monaco. For now, it is goodbye.
It was very unfortunate for the drivers in turn 1 for that big accident. I think it was a multiple car incident. So got on the inside of Guiretti and was side by side with him. And then I just saw Marvin spinning off. I had to take a evasive maneuver off to the left, off the track. And luckily we were unscathed, but it's obviously not nice to see accidents like that happen. I think we can take the positives from the race. I mean, starting P11 to finish P4 in Supercup is unheard of. So really happy about the result.
Yesterday, a wonderful session with the qualification. After that, you want to try to get the first position, but Theo was a bit too quick. And in the end, 2, 3, 6, so it's a dream start. We are really happy.
Very happy to be P1 rookie and P5 overall. Very cool to be on the F1 podium for the first time. Special atmosphere, standing where the F1 guys stand as well, and seeing all the fans in front.
The entire bunch of drivers out of the rookie program have been within the top 11, and this is pretty good. I mean, we had one interesting overtaking maneuver down to Rivazza 1, and there were 2 rookies involved. There was no contact, but it was quite close. Janne had to drop a wheel into gravel bed, so that cost him a couple of positions. But it's good to see the guys fighting, and they shake hands after the race. Fair but hard racing, this is what we are looking for.
We expect that we are strong here in Imola, and especially with Theo Oberhaus. And I think with Theo, with Jaap van Lagen, with his experience with Gus Burton, we can do something really magic. We have the smell of the victory, and we want to repeat that as soon as possible.